Outburst, a Todd Mills Mystery, Book 4. Author, R.D. Zimmerman. Publisher, Scribble Pub, Minneapolis, Minnesota, 1998. Narrator, Eric Ost. Chapter 28. Just as he did nearly every morning on his way to work, Douglas Sims stopped for breakfast at a small Skyway deli overlooking 3rd Avenue. It was just past 8. "Glazed donut?" he requested as he pushed his glasses up. Yes, of course," said the short, gray-haired woman behind the counter. "And a Coke?" "Jumbo." "Sure, just like always. That'll be." "I know," interrupted Sims, slapping down the exact amount. He carried his donut and towering drink to a white Formica booth by the window, glanced down at the street, and sat down. Foregoing a straw as he always did, he took a long gulp of the soda, letting the cool beverage twirl down to his gut. Work was going to be a madhouse this morning, and Judge Hawkins was sure to be on a tirade. Probably the worst one yet, but then again, the good judge should be scared as hell, shouldn't he? Sims took a bite of the donut, which was fresh and sweet and sticky, and shook his head. He knew what to expect. He knew how the litany would go. Do this, get that, look that up, call so-and-so, make sure I have this, write that up by noon, and change the fucking world. God damn it all. Hawkins was always the worst in the morning, the crabbiest and bossiest. On top of that, for the past few days, everyone had been so uptight over the cop killing. But a small grin on Sim's lips. They'd already caught some guy, hadn't they? Well, yes, he'd seen it last night on the late news, and then it was the cover story in this morning's paper. Thank God, life was going to be ever so much easier now. He took another long slug of Coke, closing his eyes as he sucked on the rim of the paper cup. Putting the beverage down, he quickly gobbled up the rest of the donut, then licked the sugary glaze off his fingertips. At the next table, 2 corporate types drinking coffee got up, leaving behind the paper, which Sims quickly snatched. He'd read the paper at home, stared and stared at it with immense amusement, but still he couldn't get enough. Now spreading the wrinkled pages on the Formica before him, Sims burst into a grin. There, staring up at him from the front page, was a police photo of the accused, the guy who'd been picked up for the murder of Officer Mark Forrest. It was a thin young face, the hair blonde and disheveled. A face Sims most surely knew. And then there was the clincher, the caption that read, "Disguised as woman, suspect arrested in cop killing." "Oh, Christ," laughed Sims out loud. This really was too perfect. Too fucking perfect. Could things possibly be working out any better? A Gay Mysteries audiobooks. I think it is easy to hate a label, but a face humanizes the word. So this effort is twofold. To offer comfort to those like myself that your world didn't end because you don't fit into the view of acceptable society on both sides. And in hopes of helping those with family that are LGBTQ, that it doesn't mean we are aliens from the child they once knew. Reassure them so they can maybe be supportive at the same time, being true to their values.